boys, girls, and everyone else, back with another Diablo Immortal video for you. In this one, we're showing you a Necromancer build. Those of you that are on the live stream saw me building this, so if you follow me either on YouTube and or Twitch, you'll be notified when I go live. But we got to find a nice, juicy spot to park my badisms. What's the one that we always like? What's the one that all the people like? It's SS, not the cemetery. I could do the cemetery though. There we are. Let's do this guy. I'm sure there's somebody going to be here, but maybe we'll get lucky and there won't be. But this build is what I would call the closest thing to an AFK build that you can have legally in the game. We saw a form of this with you mother father. Do you have a full team? Hope asked to join. Hello there, Clarice. Oh no, they have a full team. Yo, what up, Ellie? Alessandra. All right, hold on. There's another place that also is equally dope. To go here. Equally dope. Find a cradle spot. Nobody goes there. That's actually good comms. So let's just. Meanwhile, so this build is literally hands off. It just self-suffices, and that's the goal. But you said cradle. I do like those comms though. Nobody does go to cradle. Ancient's cradle. It's probably because it's trash. What's a nice spot to farm at in cradle though? Anyone know? Anyone know? Where's the one that you sometimes get? That's actually not a terrible spot. We'll do that. But anyway, I'll show you. What with my pathetic BK build, you can't kill anything. Any farming is easy. True. Left of town. Is that what I'm thinking? Left of the town. There's like right here. Wriggling wild. Is that what you're talking about? Or like left of town, like down here. Like if I rotate the map and go left, are you saying like wriggles? Oh god, I gave you two options. You said yes. Going to wriggles. Wilds. Son of a biscuit. Is that the other one? Okay, never mind. All right, so we want to look for a nice fat place to post our badosms. This looks like it. Is this it? No, not. But want to do some i5 CDs tonight? Yes. All right, so basically you just pop everything, and you're gonna get shielded, which is gonna help with that cursed property that we picked. Your golem is gonna keep everything else alive, and you just sit here, and you play Diablo Immortal, and that's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. He's gonna keep everything alive. If you want to, you can spam your shield to get some more shield. Ideally, there's more stuff spawning here. You don't like Storm Point? They spawn fast. Where, bro? Hit me with some chords. I like Storm Point. Storm Point. At this point, I'm just looking for somewhere that's easy and quick, that is highly populated. Right here is kind of populated, right? Crabs? Where are crabs? Down here, right? The shanties. Aren't the crabs down here? Crab farm. Windswept shoals. The boat in Bielefin. That's true. The boat is a good one, but let's try crabs. See? Oh god. Where are crabs? The shanties, right? Crab farm is good too. Where's crab farm, bro? You say these things, and I don't know. Simple man, little brain. Where's crabs? Crabs? Bueller. Chat, don't fail me now. You can't come up with a good idea and then be like, oh, I don't know. Que pasa? Que pasa? Shoals, I think. Okay. So look, all of my summons are still there. They're just going to do things for me. They will literally just stay out and do awesome. All right, where are my crab daddies? All right, we got some crab daddies down there. All right, that's not good enough. I want more crab daddies. Isn't this a good one? Let's go that way. All right. So once we get there, I'll show you. But literally, it is the boat and bile. Oh, I already read that. My bad. This is it. This is the crab farm. All right, and then you just spam all your things, and it's gonna attack for you. We'll show you the build here in a second, but it's literally the most easy build that I think I've ever seen. So we had a AFK build that was basically promoted to us via the Blood Knight. Forever Golem rules, true and real. This is the Forever Golem, and as things respawn, it will just continue to be awesome. He just sucks the life out of all the dead enemies and continues to roar every 2 seconds, which I think is that pulse to make everyone stay alive. So we have our minions attacking, and then we're also gonna have our ghosts staying up as well. Look at that. He can just continuously gets his gold bar back up. For the essence for him, we're using the one where he attacks several enemies at one time. And And at this point, I just want to like not move and have people join, or like have people show up and die, because that's like the whole goal here. All right, let's keep walking. I'm not gonna hit any buttons, right? So we're just gonna let them do things. They're gonna stay up forever, and it's just easy peasy farming. Look how fast everything dies. I get a shield. Life is good. Life is good. And then we're just gonna go back. Sweet baby Jesus. It's it. It's literally the most easy AFK build that I've ever seen in my life, and it's for the Necro. So I'm gonna show you the build while I'm just farming. And it's actually kind of ironic that we have like these AFK builds now, since it was like against TOS, but then they're literally giving us essences that promote it in a way. So this is the newer headpiece, decryptive visage, which is your golem roars every 2 seconds, exceeding the duration of your nearby skeletal mages by 2 seconds. Command golem cooldown reduced. All right, so it's keeping it up. With my BK build, I do the terror riffs while watching your videos and reading comments. Of course, I do this while remaining alive. And then for the chest piece, we're using draw deep, which is a really good one for this, which is going to be giving us bone armor now passively absorbs the souls of enemies you slay, generating a shield that absorbs damage and grows in strength with each kill. Additionally, bone armor can be activated instantly. So you literally, bone armor will activate itself. I'm using for the shoulders executive discontent, which is increasing all damage dealt you deal by 9.5% for each skeletal mage you have up, which is 1. So you're basically getting a flat 9.5% increase in damage. But I will show 2 different essences you can rotate in if you want. So the next one is an older one. So Pierce Hammer, which is going to give you your command skeletons damage increased by 19%, command skeletons life increased by 10%. I didn't know it was life instead of, it makes sense since it's not cooldown. First off, let's go to the second main hand. Second main hand is Rotted Harvest. So this is going to be, wait, is that the right one? It is, right? Command golem now summons a devouring golem with unlimited duration. Yes, that's the one. And then Dead Keen is the offhand that I'm using for the first one, which is command golem now also deals 14.5% additional damage to enemies for each harmful effect it suffers from. And then we have Black Wall is the other offhand, which is going to give us skeletal mages now mobile and channels beams at multiple nearby enemies that deal more damage the longer they hit the same target. So again, skeletal mage will be up 100% of the time and will do more damage to the multiple enemies that it hits. Pretty fantastic. For the set gear, we're rocking a 4-piece of the Shepherd's Call, which is giving our summons additional damage. You can see I'm also looting as I do this, which is fantastic. Critical hit chance increase by 3%. I don't know where did I get the 0.5 from, bro? Critical hit chance increase by 3% for each of your summons up to a maximum of 18. So how many we got? We got what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So we're getting the max there. Fantastic. And then we're running a 4-piece banquet. So damage dealt to enemies suffering from your continuous damage effects increased by 15%. Your critical hit is also increased by 2.5. Now, this is a very straightforward build. Did you save BP points to claim on Monday? I did not. That would have been a smart thing to do, but I totally did not. Now, what else? So that's it for the build in terms of Paragon. I'm using the Vanquisher, so I'm using it with Boundless Stride, which you could change. Same with Delaying the Inevitable. I'll actually show you which ones you could do instead. Basically, honestly, if I would redo this, you would do it. Let me just go ahead and do it. So activate. Let me go ahead and deactivate this one, activate that one, and then I would get rid of this one and do what? That one? Increase damage done to monsters. All right, so now that makes more sense. So now we're using Treasure Finds, 50% increase weapon drop from a rare or killing elite monsters. Greed, so increasing the bonus granted by Treasure Find and Lucky by 50 from 50 to 75%. Gold Find is 50% extra gold from monsters, and then Swift Learner, 50% more experience found, and then Exorcism, which is 5% increased damage done to monsters. So pretty straightforward there. Yeah, so this is good. This is good. And now we literally can just chill or just walk around if you want to. Again, it's basically an AFK build, but your monsters will literally do all the work for you. It's literally fantastic. So boopity boppity boop. Just kill them all real quick. Go to all the rares. It's literally easy. I will teleport back to town and show you 2 alternates that I would actually recommend, or as a consideration, if you will. So let's go ahead and go back to town, nearest town. And this build is super fun if you are like watching a movie or watching a live stream like Misery Hates Company, who does a live stream on both YouTube and Twitch every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday starting at 9:30. Shameless plug there. But if you go back to the Essence transfer, there is a shoulder that I don't have that I would actually recommend, probably more than the one that I'm using, but the one I'm using isn't terrible. And this is Incism, whatever the F this says. While Bone armor is active. It also increases your critical hit damage by 30%. So basically bone armor is always active with the new chest piece that we're using. So that's always going to give you additional critical hit damage by 30%. And then with the pants that we're using, which is this one, bone armor also increases your crit hit chance by 14%. So you're gonna have like a lot of crit damage and a lot of crit hit by using those two. So not a bad choice. I'm going to extract it. Double check. Because this one was damage. Is that what I said? Crit hit damage. So the pants are giving you a higher percent of crit hit, and then the shoulders are giving you more crit hit damage by 30%. So you can be doing lots and lots of damage. The other option is actually this one of the newer offhands. So skeletal mages now summon untargetable spectral mages that cast hungering soulfire at enemies. After being struck by a total loss of control effect, a spectral mage can sacrifice itself to remove the effect. Additionally, spectral mages will be summoned passively while you are in combat. So again, it's spectral mages, so it'll can just continually passively summon them for you. So ideally you would get more than just the one that I'm using now. So there's that. It could be pretty decent. Oh yeah, ironically, Julian, you just asked me if I have the untargetable mages, and I don't have it. That was the one I was recommending, that one offhand. So those are the two essences that I don't have that I would recommend. Outside of the set pieces, again, I'm using Shepherd. You could use Angbent, like a 4-piece Angbent, and instead of the Banquet, and that would actually be probably decent as well to get an additional like stack of damage from your attacks and your summons. But again, this is what I call my easy farming build. It's super duper easy. Let me go ahead and save on top of it, since I did change my Paragon ever so slightly. I don't think anything, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. So the skills are obviously pretty straightforward, but in case you didn't see it, we are using command skeleton, skeleton mages, your command golem, and your bone armor. Basically everything just works as an entity. All you have to do is summon both your skeleton mage and your massive golem, and then just walk away or do other things. So like if I was, you know, again, watching a streamer, i.e. Misery Hates Company on Twitch and on YouTube, I could easily watch him and play like this. So this is a super fun build. Try it out. Again, I wouldn't recommend it if you're trying to get like the most out of farming and get like really min-maxed, but if you're multitasking, this is the build for you. So we'll call it the multitasking build. How about that? All right, because we don't want to call it AFK, it's against terms of service, but it certainly is good at being distracted from all the things that you're doing. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So I'll see you in the next video.